Perfect. Okay. Firmly slide output shaft into collar assembly. So we're pulling the John Deere hay rake out of the snow while the ground's still frozen for the beginning of our spring repair season in the heated shop. We need to put new bushings on both ends of the roller bars on this John Deere rake. And this is the time of the year when we've got time to work on stuff like this, really before spring tillage. It's one of several projects we've got to work on. This will be the first one, kind of the beginning of farm season. This is a John Deere 850 series rake. In fact, as best we can tell, it's an 858. They were built starting in 1955, the 858 series, and continued, I'm not sure how long, probably well into the 60s. It's a 4-bar. It's got hydraulic pickup here, which is really kind of a nice feature. It's been altered in a couple of ways. The original jack was damaged, so we put on just a store-bought jack from our local tractor supply store. When we got it, it was the gearbox didn't work. This hub right there was shattered, and so it cost us about $150 to replace that hub. You can still get parts for it. That's how I know it's an 858. Somewhere along the way, somebody put low radial tires on it, which really aren't the best, but we've adjusted it up so that it'll work good enough. Along the way, we've gotten the operator's manual and a parts manual, and we've found that it's pretty easy to repair overall. And so everything works on it. What we're doing now is just routine maintenance, replacing these bushings that go on the end of the roller bars. I noticed last summer when I was doing some work on it, the bushings were all shot. Cost me a few dollars to order new bushings. And then we need to replace a few teeth. So that's what I'll be working on here in the nice heated shop while the snow melts outside. So it's this tooth right here. You can see it's been wearing against the guard. So we're gonna have to straighten that. It may be spring all over the Midwest, but here in northern Minnesota, we're looking at cool temperatures for the next couple of weeks, possibility even of snow, even though it's April. So it's time for some shop work. This is the Melrose 12-foot cedar. It's what we use principally for oats, but barley and putting down our hayseed, timothy or alfalfa, whatever we happen to be planting. And the clutch has failed. When you lift it up, it won't stop seeding, so you waste a bunch of seed on the end rows. So that's our project, is to get that clutch apart and figure out what's going on inside. This unit is actually half of what was a 24-foot cedar. And they match together with a special hitch on this front end. And what we did was we bought one 12-foot section of it and fabricated our own hitch so we could pull a single section. Raised and lowered with this hydraulic cylinder. It's a ground-driven unit. You see the double wheel packers with the small seed box and the large seed box. And then packer wheels in the back. And the center group of packers run this chain, which drives the main drive shaft, and that black thing you see in there is the clutch that's slipping. So we got to get that out of there and figure out what's going on. It's a really clean unit. You can see how clean these boxes are. Shitty piece of equipment. All right, let's go put it on the front bench. All right, there's a snap ring right in there. Let's see if we can get that out of there. All right, this pin has to come out of here. All right, there's the clutch itself. And it's a dust ring, a dust cover of some kind. All right, here's the spring. And looking inside this clutch, it's really scored on this shaft. So I'm going to try to take some of the burrs off this. Perfect. Okay. Firmly slide output shaft into collar assembly. Place one seal. That would be the seal right there. The input hub end. That would be the seal I just made. Using small device. So that gear fits right on there. All right, where the clutch assembled, the seal's in. It's tested and it seems to be turning exactly as it should. Slipping when you back up, sticking when you go forward, but then when you hold down the center part of the clutch, it will slip. So now, time to put it back in the drill. And it is. I don't know how you get it off and on. Maybe I take. There, it's kind of wedged in there, but it'll be out of the way for another 30 days until we're ready to start seeding. Now on to another project.